name it to tame it. The more you can start to identify and name how you're feeling, the less it will actually take over. So there's a way to do that. We have this Plutchik's wheel, and it's a wonderful interactive wheel. They'll actually tell you what is the meaning of the word, how does it feel in your body, and then what is it there for. And so, for example, if I was to click on the word joy would tell me that life is going really well for me at the moment, and it sparks creativity in me, it gives me energy, and it helps me to connect others. Now, interestingly, this wheel, as you can see, there are words opposite. And so the opposite of joy is sadness. And what does sadness tell you? That something you love is going away. And so how can sadness help you? It helps you to focus on what's really important in your life. Now, you'll notice they're all colored as well. So these dark ones in here, that's that real intense feeling. So like grief, rage, terror, admiration. And then as you go out to the petals, it gets paler, and so the intensity is reduced. Now, these ones on the middle here, these are universal. It doesn't matter what country you live in, what language you speak. These are universal around the world. So if we move over to trust, what is trust telling you? That this is safe. These people I'm with, I feel safe here. And so trust helps me to be open because I feel safe. So I can be open, I can connect, and I can build alliances with people. And then the opposite to trust is disgust. And it's so funny, you know, I always used to think disgust was one of those words that you only spoke about when you're talking about food. You know, like, ugh, that's disgusting. But it's amazing. Now I use the word disgust because what's it telling me? That some rules have been violated. Something's wrong. And I need to notice that this is unsafe or this is wrong. And so now I can use disgust if, for example, I'm down the street and I've noticed somebody's broken some shop windows or they've put graffiti, and I go, oh, I'm really disgusted that they've done that because I think it's wrong. You know, the rules have been violated. So now I can use that word. And then we've got fear. What's fear telling you? Something I care about is at risk and I need to protect it. And then the opposite is anger, which is really interesting, isn't it? And we quite often think that we shouldn't be allowed to be angry. You know, anger's a really bad emotion. Calm down. But what is anger telling you? And how is it going to help you? It's going to give you energy to break through. Now, the reason anger is a good emotion is sometimes we do need to get angry about things. If there are things with it's our government that we need to protest, for example, in America, remember when they had all the Black Lives Matter and people went out to protest to say, no, this is not right. We should be treating everybody as equal. We should be having equality in our world. We need to get angry about this. We need to get angry about climate change, because if we're not going to get angry about it, we're not going to do anything about it. And so anger actually gives us energy to stand up, fight for what we need to in an appropriate way. Always say that, because being angry is okay to make change, but obviously not in a violent way. And then what have we got? Surprise. Surprise. What's it telling you? Something new is about to happen. Pay attention. Let's look at it. And then the opposite to surprise is anticipation. Change is coming. We need to look ahead. You know, what might be coming. And so they're our basic 8 emotions that are worldwide. Okay, it doesn't matter what language you speak, it will all be the same. And as I said, with anger, all emotions are good. They're there for a reason. They're data. They're telling you something. And the more that you can name it, remember I said before, name it to tame it? If I say, whoa, you know, I'm really feeling disgusted about this, then my body can just relax a little bit. Now that I've named it, it reduces the intensity. It opens up the possibility for conflict de-escalation when we need to. And in conflict situations, when our body gets really stressed, we're biologically programmed to be less creative, less compassionate. So we actually can't solve problems when our body is in stress mode. So we need to be able to name what's going on with our body so we can reduce the intensity, and this way it will help our brains kick into action so we can resolve, make decisions that something's in the way.